Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with the W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Seminoles offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Find his tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Noles will punt this one away. The kick is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He leaves it with his back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
And nice job being gapped sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The give is to Williams. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for his man. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He's loose on the right. He's at the tip. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, how hard is is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Shoot, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That's caught. It's Gibson.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, goes and gets a first down.
He's got it on the line. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to keep it in the air. Hauls it in. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. Third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Roberts. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And down he goes back at the 3.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield. It's Polk. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. Maybe just trying to get some breathing room to kick it away. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Gage. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. And the returner is stopped. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They'll immediately call timeout. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick release on the RPO. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State half. And, guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's what...
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Noles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The run from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house and make big plays.
Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown Seminoles! And that one will give them the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running back searching for a hole. The spin, still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The offense in hurry-up mode. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Sooners decide to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Got a man, it's Polk. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Polk. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Gibson. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And that's That's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't. Good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Soft spot in the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Holt. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Unloads quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, no! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Sooners backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Kearney. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. To the air on first down. Looking for a deep man. Snags it on the right. They make the stop, and this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like that.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown Sooner. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. It's a one-possession game in the 4th. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Kearney. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Running it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And how about the defense? They're trying to end this thing themselves. You got to lead. You're in a good spot. 2 sacks in a row, now forcing a 4th down late in this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. One-possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call it a situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with the dub.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones exactly were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off.